Official that the pound-for-pound king, Terence Bud Crawford, has agreed in principle to face off against the 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar, first ballot Hall of Famer, Saul Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez has agreed. Terence Crawford, we knew he was going to agree. And they're working out the details to showcase their talents. Riyadh season, Cinco de Mayo weekend in May.
Hate me, but I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Hell of a fight.
Hate me, but I think it's a 50-50 fight. It's really, really hard for me to see Canelo losing to Crawford. But it's also, there's things that I can see that Crawford is so good at.
Yeah.
That it's like, I can't see him not being able to be sharp and do that round after round.
Canelo versus Crawford is a battle of skill and power. But can Crawford overcome the weight gap? Experts weigh in. Longa believes Crawford's legendary abilities might surprise everyone, yet the significant weight difference poses a major challenge for the welterweight champion.
In boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't.
Can Crawford rise to the occasion against the bigger, stronger Canelo? The pros share their insights. Canelo versus Crawford is a battle of skill and power, but can Crawford overcome the weight gap?
The only thing he could possibly do at this point to regain that status is to beat someone of note in another weight class, and 54 is going to be enough for him. Him going up to fighting, quote unquote, if it should happen, Canelo, I don't see that ending well. It's just too much and too far to go. But that's what it.
Experts weigh in. Longa believes Crawford's legendary abilities might surprise everyone, yet the significant weight difference poses a major challenge for the welterweight champion. Can Crawford rise to the occasion against the bigger, stronger Canelo? The pros share their insights. Clips. Taking on Canelo Alvarez.
The pound-for-pound king, 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and reigning WBA junior middleweight world champion superstar boxer, Terence Bud Crawford, future first ballot Hall of Famer, undefeated, 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 37 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach, has agreed in principle. We knew he was going to agree to face off against the 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar, first ballot Hall of Famer, former undisputed super middleweight world champion, and reigning unified super middleweight world champion.
One of boxing's pound-for-pound greats would be a monumental challenge for Terence Crawford, a fighter known for his incredible skill, speed, and adaptability. However, when the equation includes a significant weight disadvantage, the question arises, is Crawford biting off more than he can chew, or could he deliver one of the most shocking upsets in boxing history?
His name keeps coming up, and I know he's a lot smaller than you. Is that a fight that you would ever consider under any circumstance?
You know, I always say if it's a fight.
The physical disparity is one of the most talked about aspects of this potential matchup. Crawford has made his mark as a welterweight, a division where his skills have shone brightly. In contrast, Canelo has dominated multiple weight classes, from super welterweight to light heavyweight. He has faced and defeated much larger opponents, proving his ability to carry his power and skills across divisions. For Crawford, stepping into the ring against a naturally bigger, stronger fighter like Canelo could pose an unprecedented challenge. Weight divisions in boxing exist for a reason. The added size often brings greater power, durability, and physicality, advantages that could tilt the fight in Canelo's favor, while Crawford's speed and precision might allow him to offset some of these disadvantages.
Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter.
The question remains whether his body can handle the sustained pressure and power punches from a fighter as seasoned and physically dominant as Canelo. Despite the daunting task, Crawford is no ordinary fighter. He's a 3-division world champion and the current undisputed welterweight king, boasting a perfect record. His ability to switch stances seamlessly, adjust strategies mid-fight, and outthink his opponents has made him one of the most feared and respected boxers in the sport. These qualities could be key in neutralizing Canelo's size and power. Crawford's footwork, ring IQ, and ability to land precise counters could help him navigate the physical challenges. His recent domination of Errol Spence Jr., a fellow late fighter, showcased his ability to perform on the biggest stages. However, fighting...
Hey, whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. So if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Canelo would require an entirely new level of preparation and execution. On the other side of the ring, Canelo Alvarez is a veteran of the sport with a resume that speaks volumes. He has fought and defeated some of the best fighters across multiple weight classes, including Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, and Caleb Plant. His ability to cut off the ring, deliver devastating body shots, and adapt to his opponent's style makes him a nearly insurmountable challenge for anyone, let alone a smaller fighter moving up in weight. Canelo's experience against larger opponents gives him a significant advantage.
He's a great fighter, and I always say that, no disrespect him, but sometimes it's a little crazy that people talking about a small fighter like Charlo. He's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford, fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo. So no make sense when you guys say that right now. At the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but you never know. You never know in boxing. I'll go up and down and fight everybody out there. So it's possible.
He has proven that he can handle fighters who rely on speed and technical skills, using his timing and power to break them down. For Crawford, avoiding Canelo's heavy shots and maintaining his own offensive output over 12 rounds would be a Herculean task. Both fighters are known for their mental toughness. Crawford's confidence in his abilities and his willingness to take on this challenge speak volumes about his mindset. He's not just fighting for glory, he's aiming to cement his legacy.
Jamel, and then you guys fight. That fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah. But in my mind, in my heart, I don't think nobody too big, especially in a fight. I'm a fighter. But, like, I was thinking, like, man, it could happen. So you start really sitting down like, man, that fight maybe can happen. Okay, so now.
As one of the greatest boxers of all time. However, confidence alone won't be enough against a fighter like Canelo, who thrives under pressure and has a proven track record in high-stakes fights. Canelo, too, would approach this fight with the mindset of a champion. He has faced and overcome challenges throughout his career, and a victory over Crawford would only add to his legacy. The psychological battle between these two fighters would be as intriguing as the physical one, with each looking to impose their will on the other. While the odds may not be in Crawford's favor, boxing is a sport where anything can happen. Upsets are part of its rich history, and Crawford has the skills, determination, and intelligence to defy expectations. If he can use his speed and precision to outmaneuver Canelo, avoid his power shots, and accumulate points, a victory is not entirely out of reach.
So untouched by just being, once he got dropped, his, spider senses, boom, fully awakened, right? Boom. So now hands up, don't make no mistakes. So, you know, that's how it is. We saw it in the Munguia fight. You know, we saw it in the last fight. It's those little mistakes that end up having big consequences against Canelo.